Good morning, children. Welcome to the science class. So, in the last class, we were learning the lesson number 4, Animals Are Friends. So, we completed the protection of wildlife trade. So, as we have learned that the animals, if the animals are being hunted for their body parts, and they are killed, what happens? It leads to then it affects the food chain that is present in our environment. So today we'll learn what is the meaning of the food chain and how the animals are being interlinked with each other. Understood? So before moving on to the topic, yes, as we all know that each and every organism, we need what we need, children. We need energy to do different work. So from where do we get this energy? Yes, we get the energy from the food that we eat, children. So food is a source of energy for all living organisms. To obtain this energy, we depend on other organisms, and we depend on the other organisms like the plants. Understood? So now here you can observe that each and every organism depend on other organism for food. Yes. So now in this picture you can observe that the grasshopper, it feeds on the grass to obtain the food, children. So this grasshopper is in turn eaten by the frog. Yes, the frog is then eaten by the snake, and the snake is eaten by the eagle. So here you can observe that the grasshopper, here in this picture, the grass, so the grass is the producer. It obtains the energy from the sun to produce its own food. As you all know that the plants, they produce their own food with the help of the process called photosynthesis, and it is the energy is stored in the plants. So now the other organisms which depend on plants for their food. So here the plants, we can call them as producers, because the grass, here in the picture we have the grass, children. So the grass is called the producer, and the grasshopper which feeds on the grass, it is called as the consumer. So it is called as primary consumer. Next, the frog which feeds on the grasshopper for its food, it is called as secondary consumer. And the snake feeds on frog for its food. So the snake is called as tertiary consumer. And here the eagle, you can observe the eagle, it feeds on the snake for its food, and the eagle, it is called as quaternary consumer. Understood? So here you can observe that here a series of organisms that eat one another, resulting in the flow of energy from one organism to another, is called as food chain. So from the sun's energy is being stored in the it is being flowed to the grass, that is the producer, from there to the consumer grasshopper. From the flow of energy from the grasshopper is being transformed to the frog. From the frog it is transferred to snake. From the snake it is transferred to eagle. So here the flow of energy is transferred from one organism to the another organism. Understood? So here the series of who eats whom. The food chain can be defined as who eats whom. Yes, and here you can observe the flow of energy is passed from one organism to another. So this is called as food chain. So many such food chains exist in our environment. So one organism can be the food for many children. So let us understand this with this picture. Here you can observe, here in this picture you can observe here the worms feed on the grass, the same grass. Many worms feed on the same grass, and worms are eaten by the frog. The worms are eaten by the frog and hen children. So the worms are eaten by the frog and the hen. Yes. If you carefully notice that, here you can observe that the hen feeds on grains too. But this frog and hen are both eaten by the eagle. Both frog and hen are both eaten by the eagle. Here if you see, multiple food chains are formed. Multiple means many food chains are formed. Hence these are interconnected with each other. Okay, interconnected food chains. So this interconnected food chains are called as food web. So here you can observe the food web is being formed, children. So we have to keep some important, we have to keep in our mind some of the important things here that we have to understand here are that the sun, can you see the sun, children, in the picture? Sun is the driving force for all. So the grass, it feeds on the sun for its for its food. Yes. So in every food chain, every food chain begins with the producer. Every food chain begins with the producer. So the producer here in this picture is the grass. So depending on the number of organisms involved in the food chain, here you can observe the number of organisms involved in the food chain. So the order of consumers, they vary from one food chain to another food chain. Understood? So here you can observe the food chain that we begin with is sometimes it will be long and sometimes it will be the shortest. Okay, and here you can observe the consumers and add the consumers starting with the primary. So here you can observe the worm is the primary consumer. Worm is the primary consumer, and the secondary consumer, here you can observe the hen and frog are the secondary consumer, children. Yes. And the tertiary consumer, you can observe it is the eagle. Eagle is the tertiary consumer. Understood? Yes. But if you see the food chain with the hen and the eagle, hen in the first line, when you observe the first line, the hen feeds on grains. Yes. Eagle feeds on hen for its food. So this is the shortest food chain. Here you can call this is the short food chain. Understood? But when you observe this in this picture, you can observe that the sun, the grass is the producer. Worms feeds on grass for its food, and the worms are being they are being eaten by both hen and the frog, and hen and the frog are both eaten by the eagle. Understood? Yes. So here in this pair, this is the example for the food web. So two food chains are interconnected with each other. Yes. So when two food chains are interconnected with each other, we then call it as the food web. Yes, here you can observe the first food chain is grains and eagle. The second food chain is grass, worms, frog and eagle. So these two, when they are interconnected with each other, so then we call it as the food web, children. Yes, and here you have to observe carefully that hen. hen, it feeds on both the plant source, that is the grain is the plant source, and the animal source, that is the worms. So we can call the hen as the omnivore. What is hen, children? Hen is the omnivore. What are omnivores? You have learned. The omnivores are the organisms which feeds on both the plants and the animals. Understood? And one more thing you have to observe is the eagle, children. Here, eagle it feeds on both the frog and the hen. Yes. So, in all the food chains, when we observe in all the food chain, yes, yeah, the eagle, it is the it is the predator. It is called as predator. Why it is called as predator? Because it only feeds on other organisms. It only feeds on other organisms. It is not a food or a prey for other organisms, right? So such organisms are called as, what are they called? They are called as predators. So these predators, they will be at the highest point in the food chain. Understood? So what happens to the food these predators, children? What happens to these predators? So here you can observe these predators. Okay, ultimately what happens to them? They ultimately die and are decomposed by the next set of decomposers. So decomposers, they are nothing but the bacteria and fungi. They are present in the soil. So these decomposers, they decompose the dead body of the animals, okay, and they convert it into nutrients, and these nutrients are added to the soil. Yes, and when these are added to the soil, the plants use these nutrients. The plants use these nutrients for their growth, children. Understood? Yes. So here you can observe that. Yes. So in the next slide, here you can observe the food chain. Yes. Here the sun is the ultimate source of energy. The producer, that is the grass, obtains the sun's energy and produces its own food. The grasshopper feeds on the producer and it is called as primary consumer. Next, the frog feeds on the grasshopper. It is called as the secondary consumer. The snake feeds on the secondary consumer. It is called as tertiary consumer. The hawk, yes, it is the quaternary consumer, you can also call it, or final consumer. Okay, in the picture it is given. So hawk, it feeds on the snake and for its food. Okay, it is called as quaternary consumer. So ultimately the hawk here, it is the predator. It is the predator, children. Yes, this organism, it only feeds on the other organism. It is not a food or a prey for other organisms. So such organisms are called as predators. Okay, I'm repeating. Here this hawk, it finally it dies. When it dies, what happens? It is being decomposed by the bacteria and the fungi present in the soil. So they decompose their dead body. Okay, they convert the they convert the dead body of animals into the nutrients, and these nutrients are added to the soil. So the plants use, again these nutrients are being used by the plants for their growth, children. Yes. So here you can observe this interconnecting food chains are called a food web. This is two food chains are interconnected with each other. So it is called a food web. Here this is one example of the food web, children. This is, here you can observe the food web. Yes, this is one. Here you can observe 2 or 3 food chains are interconnected with each other, and hence they are called as hence we can call it as a food web. So now here you can observe the first one, the producer, that is the green plant. Okay, the green plant in the picture you can observe, green plant is a producer. The green plant is the goat. Here you can observe the goat, children. The goat feeds on the green plant. Yes, the goat is the primary consumer. Next, the jackal feeds on the goat. Yes, this is the secondary consumer. And the lion feeds on the jackal. So this is the tertiary consumer. So this is the ultimate animal, and it is called as predator. Okay, it is always at the highest point. So this is one food chain. So next food chain, we'll just look up to the next food chain. The rabbit feeds on the plant source, that is it feeds on the for example you can take it likes to eat the carrot. Okay, so on the plant source it feeds. And the wild cat, you can observe the wild cat, it feeds on the rabbit for its food, and this wild cat is being eaten by the lion. So this is one of the food chains. So two food chains we learnt here, and now we will move on to the third food chain, children. Here you can observe the mouse. The mouse, as you all know that it feeds on the grains. Okay, that is the plant source. Yes, here the mouse is being eaten by the owl. The mouse is eaten by the owl. So here this is one of the food chain. This is the third food chain. Yes, again what happens, this mouse is again eaten by the another organism, that is the snake. Here the food chain it continues here. The snake is eaten by the kite. Here you can observe the kite. So the snake is eaten by the kite. So the kite is the predator. Here you can observe the kite is the predator. Understood? Yes. So here four food chains. We can observe the four food chains. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Four food chains are interlinked with each other. Okay, and hence it is called as the food web. Understood? Yes. So next time when you eat something, remember that you too are a part of the food chain. Understood? Yes. So this completes the food chain and the food web, children. So I'll meet you in the next class with the next topic. Okay, thank you, children.